Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
Jake Ludington here at OSCON, and I'm here with Josh from the WebOS developer team, and we're going to talk to you a little bit about why you would want to develop an application for WebOS. Now, to start out, you've got the new touchpad in your hand, and if you want to talk a little bit about the new toy from HP.
So this is the HP TouchPad. We just shipped the beginning of July, and it's showing up in stores everywhere. Best Buy, Costco, Office Depot, and in the US, Canada, and we're starting to hit other countries as well. So it'll be coming to you soon. It's running a new version of WebOS that's been optimized for the tablet form factor. It's a gig of RAM, dual core, 1.2 gigahertz processor, 16 or 32 gigs of storage. Really good web browser. As before, everything is written in WebKit using the V8 JavaScript engine. Lightning fast. You can flip between your cards. We've got card stack, so I can be here in my inbox. I can create a new message, start typing a message, flip back to my inbox, or even flip over to, advanced 3D game. And if a message comes in while I'm doing this, I can just pause, flip back and answer it, and then jump right back into my game. That great WebOS multitasking experience taken to the tablet.
So for a developer who's looking to create an application, what are the specific things that they need to know to create a WebOS application for the touchpad?
So everything fundamentally is HTML, JavaScript, and CSS. We have a UI toolkit called Enyo, which gives you these really nice standard WebOS look and feel. So we have all the common widgets, the slider mechanism. It's very easy to develop for. But since it is WebKit underneath, you can bring your own JavaScript toolkit, Joe, Sencha, jQuery Mobile, or just write JavaScript from scratch. You essentially have a web page, you can stick whatever you want in there. Everything you need to get started developing is at developer.palm.com. You can download the SDK for free, create an account for free, upload your apps for free, join the community. There's no cost for anything. You can get the emulator, and we also have a device program so that qualified developers can get discount devices or loaner devices.
And for the developer who has already created, say, an iOS device or an Android device, what's the path that they would normally take in order to get their application ported over to touchpad without having to start from scratch?
Right. So if you wrote your application using an HTML-based toolkit like PhoneGap, then it should port over very easily. We're actually one of the contributors to the PhoneGap open source project. If you'd written, say, a 3D game using C and OpenGL, we have something called the Plugin Development Kit, or PDK, which gives you access to the lower POSIX layer, and you can read and write files, open sockets, talk to the screen with GL. A lot of our 3D games were done that way, and they ported over in a matter of hours, pretty much just a recompile. If you use something like Cocoa or Android, you would need to rewrite the user interface, but I think you'll find with Enyo it's pretty fast.
Now, in terms of say things like using an Android device where you end up having a lot of times to root the device to be able to truly test out what you're doing development-wise. Right. Do you guys make that any easier for developing for the touchpad?
Yes, we do. We actually kind of pride ourselves that our devices are very hackable. It's a Linux kernel underneath. You type in a password and this little app pops up to turn on developer mode. Once it's on, that is your device. You have root access, drop into a shell, you can recompile the kernel, which we had people do, and they introduce all sorts of funky patches. Repartition your file system, it's your device. Hack into it. Have fun.
Excellent. Well, Josh, thanks for your time.
Thanks.
Locker Gnome coverage of OSCON is brought to you by HP.